and thank you for joining us on such a beautiful evening for the Around the Block 3 Artists from Our Virtual Neighborhood reception. I'm Lisa Costello, and I'm the gallery director here at Giertz Gallery at Parkland College, and I'm delighted to have you join us for this celebration. Whether you're an artist in the show, a supporter of the arts, or supporting someone in the exhibition, welcome. Before we get started for the webinar, I just wanted to let you know a few things. We can't see you or hear you, so you can relax and enjoy the artwork. If you'd like to make any comments, you can do so in the chat section in Zoom. And we're also recording this, so if you need to duck out early or you weren't able to make it, you'll be able to see it at a later date. We'll post it on the Giertz Gallery website, as well as I'll include it in a link in one of our email blasts, probably next week, along with the PDF of the catalog. Everything else is on our website at this point, including the virtual exhibition, the price list, and the catalog. First, I'd like to thank our donors for their wonderful support. I'd also like to thank the Giertz Gallery Advisory Board and the Parkland College administration for their support as well. In addition, I'd like to thank Fred and Donna Giertz, for whom the gallery is named. I would be remiss not to mention how thankful we are to the Illinois Arts Council, which is a state agency, for their continued support that we receive through their grant funding. It allows us to do events like these that are free and open to the public. And I also don't want to forget to thank Eric Quintanilla, who is our tech support for today. Cindy Smith is on vacation, which is nice for her. I think she's celebrating a birthday. I'd also like to thank the artists for all their support during this time and their flexibility. As you know, the pandemic really threw a kink into everything. Both 40 North and Giertz Gallery had to abruptly cancel events and reschedule things and plan for multiple scenarios. I think Kelly can attest to this as well. We created new formats, and we're in a holding pattern for quite a bit of time. And so I want to thank all of you for being such good sports about it, especially with postponing this show, and I appreciate your positivity and your creative talent. A community member reached out to me in an email, and she said, "The pandemic may have stopped us from gathering in person, but it has not stopped the enthusiasm and spirit of the Giertz Gallery, the artists and supporters. Thank you for keeping us connected to the arts, and your commitment has been a light during this dark time." So that really touched me, especially when we were so stressed out recently about getting everything up and ready. So anyway, I just wanted to say thank you, and I appreciate all of your flexibility and help with this. If you enjoy this event, I hope you will tune into our upcoming virtual events this summer. That includes our gallery talks by some of the artists participating in the exhibition. Jody Birdwell and Vicki Ford will be presenting on Wednesday, June 4th at 6 p.m. And Sarah Marianovic and Catherine Weisner will be speaking on Wednesday, July 14th, also at 6 p.m. I've gotten Keenan Daly to agree to speak as well, and I'm still pinning him down on dates, as well as another artist. I think he's in Kenya right now, which is pretty exciting. Anyway, I encourage you to sign up for our email blast to hear about our upcoming events if you haven't already. As you know, this showcase is a collaboration between Giertz Gallery and 40 North, Champaign County Arts Council. We help one another on other projects too. It's been great to have Kelly as a colleague, and our judge, Camille Wilson-White, will be giving a virtual gallery talk on Wednesday, August 4th at 6 p.m. also on Zoom. We're delighted that she agreed to jury the show. She's been an amazing trooper throughout the whole thing. She's the executive director at the Oak Park Area Arts Center, and she is very active in advocacy for the arts throughout Illinois. She did a wonderful job making her decisions. There were close to 200 works submitted, and she was really, like I said before, a trooper, kind of going through everything and making her selections. When we spoke over the phone, she said how impressed she was by the talent that's thriving in our area and such a large turnout for this specific period of time. So I'm looking forward to hearing her talk. It was terrific to have such a large turnout of work, and it was heartwarming to think about the thought and effort that was put into all of these artworks, especially during the pandemic. But before I go any further, I'm going to hand it over to Dr. Ramage for opening remarks. Please take it away, Dr. Ramage.
Thanks, Lisa. I appreciate it. Good evening, everybody. It's always nice to come to openings, even if they're done via Zoom. They're still pretty entertaining, but I'm looking forward to getting back to in-person shows. That makes things a whole lot more fun to see that artwork up close. If we haven't met yet, I've been at Parkland for a long time. I've been the president for about 14 years now. That seems like a long time. And it's my pleasure to be able to join you this evening to welcome you to the show Around the Block, artists from our neighborhood. I know we typically have pretty good attendance, but wow, 100 people signed up. That's fabulous. Hopefully everybody's sticking with us. Our shows are always great, and it's no surprise to me that we have so much interest in this. Hey, hopefully this might be the last one. Maybe not. We are making plans as rapidly as we can to open up not only the art gallery, but the theater and our planetarium, back to normal in-person operations, maybe late this summer, but definitely early fall, assuming everything goes well with the community. So let me begin by congratulating everybody that's participated in the show. Lisa tells me we've got a pretty wide range of participants for this show in particular, including students and alumni and community members from all over Champaign County and actually all over Parkland's district, which is parts of 12 counties. We're 3,000 square miles. I also understand that there's a variety of students in their careers, both professional artists and some that are just beginning. And of course, that makes us especially happy. Hopefully Parkland had some role or could have some role, especially for those of you starting out and even those of you that have been doing art for quite a while. You probably know, or well, I'm going to tell you if you don't know, that our program at Parkland has some of the finest and most talented faculty and staff around, and I'd encourage you to check out what we have to offer. We're always here for you to take a class or two, learn some new skills, or maybe even change your career. Lots going on at Parkland, and we're here for you. Always, I'm happy to represent the Parkland Art Gallery and also thank our 40 North Champaign County Arts Council partners. Kelly always does a great job. Last show was fabulous. I was particularly impressed, and we got to get together and talk. Yeah. There's some things that I want to talk about. But Champaign-Urbana always has such strong support and enthusiasm, and we appreciate the support we receive from everybody in our community. So thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you both for being such great advocates for art in our community. Thank you for what you do. Again, congratulations to all the artists that participated in the show, and thank each of you for attending. It's always, again, heartwarming to know that the community's behind what we do at Parkland, behind our students, and behind the shows that we offer through the Giertz Gallery. Thank you again, Lisa and Kelly. I'm going to hand it back to you.
Great, thank you. Thank you for such lovely introduction. So we were really excited about this show this year. I don't know if Kelly wants to talk a little bit about her thoughts. I do have a few videos to show, and then I also wanted to run through pretty quickly, show everyone the virtual exhibit that we have through, it's a virtual exhibit platform called Exhibit with 2 B's, and it's really pretty impressive. Kelly, did you want to say anything about some of your thoughts about the show?
Yeah, sure. I'll be brief. You guys have covered so much of my personal feelings on this. Obviously, Boneyard Arts Festival is tomorrow, so I'm at this point I'm not sure I know my own name right now, but I'll put thoughts together. But yeah, agree with you, Lisa. It's been a rough time for sure, but I've been very impressed not only with art organizations that advocate for the arts, but the artists. I mean, they've been so resilient and so passionate and staying true to everything, and I just can't wait for now starting to get back that energy and be able to get out there and see each other. And then looking through the submissions for this show, that just proved it. So many amazing pieces. And like Dr. Ramage says, just a huge variety of materials, subjects, backgrounds. It was just really inspiring. And I think me and you talked about this, Lise. COVID, it had a couple of lessons, right? I think in one way, we saw how powerful of art can be, how much it can heal, and how much it can kind of profoundly comfort us, because a lot of people leaned on it during the pandemic. But then we also, because so many things had to be canceled, we also got a little sneak preview of how possibly things could look without the arts in the community, and it was tragic. So I think it was, kind of double lesson there, that we really know how critical it is to the quality of life and the personality of this amazing community. So that's why shows like this are so critical, and how I just can't wait to see the Boneyard this weekend and see people out and about again and seeing art and connecting again, because I think recovery isn't possible without us embracing the arts. And so I personally can't wait. And I got to thank you, Lisa. You're always a joy to work with. It's an amazing experience to always partner with Giertz Gallery. I love it every single time. Obviously, thanks to Dr. Ramage and his word. So, and all the artists, you're brave, you're wonderful, you're amazing. We'd be nothing without you. So thank you all for submitting and being a part of this. So
Yeah, that's
yeah.
for sure. Well, this is our third one, and every time we do it, I'm surprised because I see new people that I've never heard of, or I've seen people who are just starting to make artwork and it's their first time showing. And then I also see people who have been around for so long, and I'm so happy that they're also included in the show. So it's just really, I don't know, a treat to always see all of the work come in. And then to also see kind of work behind the scenes and see what the juror picks.
Yeah.
Because I always, in my head, I'm like, oh, I'd do that. I would do that.
Yes.
And then you see it and you're like, wow, this works, So it's really nice that we have a rotating group of people that, like Camille, who are generous with their time and energy and talent to really kind of select the works in the show. So I'm really happy about that, and, can't wait to hear her talk. So shall I show, I wanted to,
some videos. You want to look at some videos?
Yeah, let's look at some videos. So these are two of the artists who we just have stills in our PowerPoint that we're going to show in a few minutes, but they had videos that I wanted to share with you. And so let me get that up here. So I'm just going to show the intro to this, this beautiful piece by Crystal Hartman. And it goes on for 8 minutes, but it's really quite fascinating. So I'm going to get that started here. So that is her work, and I just found that to be fascinating. And her artist statement is really terrific as well. If you get a chance to read that in the catalog, she kind of explains the whole background of this video. Let me see here. And then the other artist, and he's going to be speaking, I mentioned him earlier, Keenan Daly. He's going to be talking about his work. And let me see here. So that's called The Old Gods, and it's just a short clip. And so he's, I think he was a ACE Awards winner, if I'm correct, right, Kelly?
Yes, he was a student ACE Award winner, exactly.
Yeah, and I think he was a U of I graduate. So really terrific work.
Immensely talented.
Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to hearing him talk about his work, as well as Crystal. And so next, I wanted to show you, just kind of give you a little bit of a lesson and show you the exhibit platform, so you can share that with all of your friends. So I'm going to have to stop sharing for a second and then reshare. And so this is basically what we've come up with is in lieu of an actual show, we're having this virtual platform. Like I said, it's called Exhibit, and I highly recommend it. If you're an artist and you want to have your work kind of shown, you can have everything kind of set up to where you can have your work and you can even sell it online. So isn't this beautiful? You can get up really close. I mean, you can even see the texture on the paper here. So it's all as good as your photographs make it. and you can kind of go back a little bit, and then just kind of click through or just go from wall to wall. So,
It's really cool, Lise. It's so cool.
yeah, we were really happy with this. That makes me a little dizzy. I hope I'm not making everyone dizzy. And then kind of turn around and look over here.
And you can get close up on stuff. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you really can. So you can kind of go in there and see everything.
Wow,
Isn't that
that's
amazing?
cool.
And then, of course, we also have my art history background. I love to read people's artist statements. So I thought this one, David Spears' work, is amazing, this sculpture. So probably the downside of this was that we couldn't have the work in 3D form. So they're pictures of the 3D works. But like David Spears' piece, as a child of the 60s, I regret the loss of those who have fought to unite our country for all of its citizens. And I just thought that was really amazing. It's done out of resin, but it looks like marble.
Yeah. So people are asking about the link, Lisa. The link to this is on the website?
So the link is on the Giertz Gallery website. If you go to the Giertz Gallery website, well, Parkland College Giertz Gallery website, and then you go to the link for current show, the Around the Block exhibit will kind of come up.
Oh, cool. So Claire Pritchard just shared it, I think. So in the chat, if people want to check that out.
Thank you. Thank you for doing that. So really nice. You can see everybody's work here, but we're going to go through it in a PowerPoint presentation with some live music, or not live music, but recorded music from the Parkland Jazz Combo for this year. So really beautiful music. Let me get in a couple more of these before we get started with that.
Oh, that's cool. Claire just said she shared it with friends because this is her first show. That's awesome. See, it's just what we said. There's people where this is their very first show. By the way, if this is your first show, congrats. That's awesome.
Congratulations. So, and it even has, it looks like New York out there, which I thought was wonderful. Look at this. And Vicki Ford, she's going to be speaking. So that'll be really nice. You know, and then we've got like David's work. This is pretty hilarious. It's a bagel holder, inspired by pre-Columbian ceramic art. So really interesting work there. And let me see, it's going to go up. Yep, Jody Birdwell's work. So really, I mean, I highly recommend, if you're interested in doing this and selling your work, I highly recommend looking. They have different size galleries. This is the largest gallery that they had available, but just really nice. So you can see all of those works there. So anyway, so please take a look at that. And I want to thank Paula McCarty really helped me with this. I couldn't have had it done without her help. So she generously helped me put this together.
You both did an amazing job, because I know that's a lot of work to compile all that and upload it. You guys did a great job.
Look at this work. Looks like inspired by carving, Indiana limestone.
Nice.
Yeah. So anyway, so if you get a chance to check that out and send that link to all your friends, we'll have it for 6 months and then it'll close. So I thought that would be enough time for people to kind of share that. But
look at that. That looks so cool.
Isn't that nice? I'm really excited about it. Okay. All right. This is the time where I miss the audience. I wish I could,
I know.
talk, right? So, all right. So what we're going to do next is we're going to end up having, we're going to have the PowerPoint running. And like I said, we have some beautiful jazz music from our Parkland Jazz Combo, and it's called Beautiful Love. So I will get started with that. Kelly, do you have anything else you wanted to say?
No, I just really encourage everyone to go explore the exhibit page. I think that's great. Really go up close and read out all the different pieces and share it. And then also, I know it's going to be a tad warm, but please come out this weekend for the Boneyard Arts Festival. Support the local artists and all the amazing people that are participating. It's going to be a great time to reconnect and explore the arts.
So I did want to say, Kelly, thank you. I know that we were going to kick off the Boneyard Arts Festival tonight at the gallery, and that didn't work out. But I'm really looking forward to going out and seeing all of the work that's available in the show. That's showing out there in person. So thanks for doing kind of double duty right now, and I appreciate that. And again, I'm just really delighted with all of the work that was submitted, and we're just really happy to be able to have this exhibit, and see all of the new work. I'm kind of curious to hear what Camille is going to say, because I see, watching it while I'm relaxed and just listening to the music, I see a lot of different kinds of themes that are happening.
Yeah.
So my brain is now percolating.
It's an impressive group of work, though. When you really sit back and look through it, it's impressive. We're very lucky. This community is amazing.
It is. So anyway, well, thank you, everyone, and have a great evening, and stay in touch, and we'll see you out there during Boneyard.
Thanks so much, Lisa. Thanks, everybody.